Nikki back here with our third installment of the Venus in the Sign series. Now on to the sign of Venus in Gemini. Now Venus in Gemini is we have Mercury here, so this is mental stimulation. This is a lot of short distance travel. This is a lot of friends, a lot of shallow relationships, a lot of relationships from people that you kind of like grew up with or that you knew in like elementary, high school, early education life. With Venus and Gemini. As far as dating goes, they can tend to attract or be interested in dating people that they've already had experience with. This could be they're interested in getting hooked up by friends, dating ex-lovers, ex-boyfriends, dating people they went to high school with, dating people in their building, in their local environment, in their local neighborhood. But usually things stay pretty close to home in terms of dating when it comes to Venus and Gemini. One thing about it is that they love some mental stimulation and they get bored quite easily, is that they're very curious cats. So you want to be able to know the new hot spot to take them to, something new that they probably didn't know that they would like if they're into they're usually in the social settings, so this could be art gallery, this could be jazz restaurant, clubs. They're open to a little bit of everything and exploring their city, right? Because this is like neighborhood energy, your local environment. They definitely like to explore. And in terms of wit, they don't like to necessarily, they could get deep, but they just appreciate just something like that's going to make them laugh. These are people that are quite silly themselves, and they have a good sense of humor and they appreciate a good laugh. Usually the life of the party, and they have a tendency towards making friends rather quickly or getting quick intel on like the local environment. Like they get the tea basically. Now, one thing that you can do to attract them is being trendy. They appreciate that. They do this. Geminis can be it's kind of a shallow sign, so they appreciate the exterior and like, your knowledge and things of that nature, but they don't need a college professor. They just need somebody that they feel like is cool, is funny, is witty, is fun, that you have enough in common that you can go back and forth with. This is why they feel like they appreciate dating friends or lovers turning into friends, friends turning into lovers, and things of that nature. Speaking of which, it's a proof light here. Speaking of which, they can have a tendency towards keeping lovers as friends. If there is a breakup, they just are very analytical, and they can step back and see things from they just have a thought process that's more detached. They just can think things away and just think things become more rational with Mercury energy. It's not like Neptunian energy where it's just like all about what you feel. So if they feel like you have value to their life, they're not going to be so hung up on your breakup to the point where they have to flee the scene and never hear from you ever again. Now these people are quite trendy themselves, attractive, usually associated heavily with the siblings, usually have a deep love for their siblings, for their family, aunts, uncles, their community. They're very tied in when it comes to their community. I don't think people tap on that part enough when it comes to Gemini energy. I think sometimes Aquarius gets a lot of that praise, but Geminis too, they have a real appreciation for where they're from and who they've known. So if you can gain a rapport with them, it's like I said, it's all mental, very casual and funny. Even knowing the latest news and the gossip, pop culture is their thing. Mental stimulation can turn to sexual stimulation very quickly with Venus and Gemini. Speaking of which, sexually, they can have a tendency towards a little bit of everything, be rather fluid sexually. Now this could manifest as bisexuality. Of course, not always. This is just one way. Also, just being very fluid in terms of who they're dating, or even Jekyll and Hyde, want two different things, two different types of partners. Yes, this could lead to infidelity, but this could be any sign has that potential, depending on how Venus is aspected. This is all I have for Venus in Gemini. Stay tuned for Venus in Cancer up next. Be sure to follow me at Kimstrology, my Instagram at Kimstrology, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bell. Bye.